and the Maya ordinary people, common Maya, were living in palm house like this. In Tikal, you find the sacrificial altars and the stelas in front of the temple, because the temple and pyramids are the holy mountains. So at the base of the holy mountains, the offerings are being done. It is not like the Aztecs, that they took the victims up on the temples and after to tear the heart out, they kicked the body down. The Maya did all the offerings at the bottom of the structures. There has been found representations, stone carvings, wood carvings, paintings, graffitis, and stuff that shows the rituals the Mayas did. How do we know that? Remember, there is always an expert archaeologist, epigraphers that wants to follow and discover the truth of the story, the truth of the history. So Linda Shilly and David Friedel are two of the most prominent. The PACAYA and the green pod. Once it is green, then it is done like an omelette. We make the eggs foam and we wrap it in the eggs. It is like an omelette. Then we add tomato sauce with chopped onion, and then chiltepe chili, and also coriander or cilantro, and it is very good to eat. Chibojo bird to what is the quetzal.
Good morning, my name is Jairo. I'm one of the tour guides, official tour guides of Tikal. Right now we are at the main plaza, which is the heart of Tikal. Tikal is a 16 square kilometers area. That's the size of the archaeological area. In these 16 square kilometers, that is the epicenter of the city, we do have 4,000 main buildings. The city was occupied between 800 before Christ, 900 after Christ, approximately 1,700 years. Tikal was one of the most powerful cities of the Mayan world between 600 and 800 after Christ. And according NASA, 4,000 main buildings is what we have in the 16 square kilometers. Underneath we have 10,000 more buildings, and according to archaeologists, between 150 or 200,000 people lived here. Is one of the biggest cities that we have in Guatemala, besides El Mirador. Okay, and is one of the most popular one. Actually, we only have a 25% of the city uncovered. A 75% of it is still covered by the trees. The limestone to make lime and mix it with water, and then to make the mortar that they were using for the restoration. Okay, those are like kilns, uh-huh. But they are not Mayan. They put the firewood in the little door you see there.
So Maya had different languages?
Many.
Yeah, many.
And how do they communicate?
21.
How do they-
21.
Well, actually, we do have 21. Back in the Mayan time, they had Chorti, Cholti, with R and L, Chorti, Cholti, Cholano, Chontal, what they spoke here, Chontal, that's what. They have some kind of machines, and they can, with the echo, they can hear some, like voices like in the walls and all that. And so that's how we know what they spoke here. They spoke Chontal. So they had Chorti, Cholti, Cholano, Chontal, Yucateco, Yucateco, Itza, Maya Itza.
But how did they communicate between them?
Um,
Were they friendly to each other, or were they rivals?
They knew each other, yeah, but they back in the Mayan time there were also like people who knew more than one, and so they were like.
Iya, iya ante cukup ya najo.
2.5 years ago, on May 2010, there was a big explosion of this volcano. It covered the whole Guatemala City in ashes. The airport was closed for a week, and you can see the lighter one is the explosion for that one. That day, the crater changed. The crater was a perfect cone, and we will see it in a minute. Around the corner is the crater, but now it's destroyed. It's in two parts. So that explosion made it. That day, all the surroundings that you see, all the towns down there, over there, were covered in ashes and stones. Well, thank God nobody was killed in those places, but there was a guy straight up here, about 100 meters, 150 meters, a guy, a journalist that was getting some footage from the lava coming down the volcano when the explosion came, and he couldn't cover himself on time, and a stone killed him on the head. Ono was one of the ones that recovered the body that day, and that was a sad day for the journalist people in Guatemala, but thank God nobody else was killed, because it was a big explosion. Since then, the volcano was shut down. No activity in the crater until about June, July last year, that it started to increase the activity until 3 or 4 months ago. That made a middle explosion, and since then it has been some activity. From last month, some lava came out of the volcano. This river that we see there smoking, and in the south of the crater, more activity. A lot of lava came out of the crater this time, flowing down the crater. August 15 last year, the one that you see coming from the crater, and the one, that one from 2010 came up from this way, the lava that is front of us. But in August came more, and last month the top of the river, the lava river that you see, is from 1 month ago. It went all the way to where we saw there smoking. But down there is hotter, so it takes more time to dry. Here, because of the wind, cold at night, most of the surface is cold.